Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Thursday. I want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well this season. I got a word for you. Tap in. Happy Thursday morning, guys, depending on where you are. So in this recording, I want to speak in regards to what is this current season of stillness about? What is this current season of stillness about? Chosen ones, many of us are in a season of stillness. Many of us have fought against it because we didn't know what God was doing, right? I'm speaking like before. But now many of us truly know this is a season of stillness, and we know why. Now, this is not for everyone, of course, because there's different reasons for seasons of stillness. And that can be a whole recording on its own. But there's different reasons for stillness. But in this particular recording, I'm speaking about this season of stillness is more so less about refining. Refining and developing the spirit of excellence. It's a spirit. I'm learning that more. The spirit of excellence is true. Honey, I truly thought it was just like something that, you put some hard work in and you just try to like really focus and do better here. And then like the next day you realize that things are just right back where you just try to organize it. It's a spirit. It's truly a spirit of excellence that has to be developed over time. So what I'm discovering, right, is that some of us may have tried to start other things because, and I'm speaking more so less about the beginning of the season where things were quiet, and we're trying to figure out like, why is things so quiet? Like, I don't even feel like I'm like I should be doing something. I don't really feel like successful right now. Why am I just sitting here? Like, right? So you may have tried to get your hands in other things and start other things. And these were not even God-given ideas. It could have just been out of trauma triggers of not wanting to be still, right? Familiar spirits, your own goals and desires, right? So we try to start other things to no avail, just for the door to close or for the door to never be open. And then you're convicted again. Be still. Just be still. Okay? So now you're still. Now the enemy does what? Send you distractions. He sends you a counterfeit. He sends somebody that's fine, somebody that's thick, a distraction. God said, be still. This is a season of stillness. Why are we still moving? Why are we still letting distractions come in? Be still. So, some of us have removed distractions. Some of us have really put the work in and tapped in, and we truly are in a season of stillness, and we're finally okay with it. Now that you're okay with it, what many of us are hearing and understanding and receiving is that God is sending you back to the very same things that you put down long ago. The idea, the vision, right? The witty idea and invention, whatever. So sometimes, a lot of the times, God drops things in our spirit, right? And then we assume, especially my other visionaries tap in, we assume because it drops in our spirits, we get it tomorrow. Absolutely not. Oh my goodness. Absolutely not. Whoo, absolutely not. Right? So sometimes God will drop it in your spirit for you to remember it when he brings it back in your spirit 5 years later, 10 years later. It's like, remember that thing that I told you to start and you started it and then you lost desire for it and you put it down? Could have looked like a book maybe. So the book was supposed to have 10 chapters. You only wrote 2 chapters. So when you started it, there was a very, very heavy conviction, right? To write that book, things came naturally, your spirit was flowing, and then all of a sudden on chapter 2, boom, there's a block. There's some kind of attack. Something happens, honey, and the desire is completely gone from that thing. You put it down, now it collects dust. So we assume the stillness meant start something else, take on a new assignment, go feed the homeless, which is great, but it's not always, you're not called to it in every season. It can be a distraction, right? There's some great things that people have been sending to me, and I mean, truly great, and it can be a blessing to so many people, but God is like, no, that's not the season for it. We got to really stay tapped in to discern what's for us for what season. The enemy will try to send you all kind of distractions that look like great distractions, great things, but it's truly a distraction just to distract you from your season of stillness. So because you're still, he's now bringing back, if you're still, if you're disciplined, this is why many chosen people right now are called on whatever kind of fast. Many of us are getting convictions to fast, convictions to do this, that, and the third. It's because God is giving, listen. Oh my goodness, my spirit is so, God is giving out so much information right now. Please, guys, I beg you, if you are still distracted in some kind of way, but you feel a heavy, profound conviction to be still, to be in isolation, to remove all distractions right now, please do so. Because we know that there's times where God is very silent on us. There's different reasons for that. right? Sometimes us making our own head hard. And then there's seasons where he is moving, right? I mean, he's giving out information, insight, left to right, witty ideas and invention. You got to get in with the shift. See, social media is keeping people all distracted, right? They're bringing all this stuff. The very thing that God is tearing down in the spiritual realm, right? These entities and these God is tearing this stuff down in the spiritual realm. And then the enemy is using that very same thing physically to distract you. So you're locking on, I won't call them names, but the recent trial of X, Y, and Z. Right? I mean, you're watching this stuff 24/7, getting involved with the comment section, and like it's so a distraction. Where in reality, rather than you even care about that stuff, tap in spiritually to understand that just because that turned out one way, that doesn't mean it's a win in the spiritual realm. So those who are distracted, they're going to miss it. They're going to miss this shift. But then those who are tapped in, you're fasting right now, right? You are obedient right now. Every single thing that God is requiring of you, honey, your own daddy can get cut off if it's not in alignment. I gotta call my daddy, right? Literally, this is a shift. But you gotta see it from a spiritual standpoint, not of, oh my goodness, like I can't believe how many people think that because a certain person got off, like that means it's a win. They don't even understand how it has opened up different portals in the spiritual realm for more things to fall. And those who are tapped in and doing exactly what God calls them to do and riding this shift are going to be the people who excel to the next level. So this season of stillness is about refining and moving with the Spirit, or learning the spirit of excellence to perfect the very thing that he's calling you back to now. So if you're being tested in some kind of way and you feel like, why am I going through this? It doesn't even make any sense spiritually. It's not even connected to, that can look like, for example, okay, when you wrote the first 2 chapters of the book, honey, that book was a hot mess, right? You done spell words wrong, and you just have the mindset of, I stayed up all night If they don't understand, they can figure it out. It's just one word wrong. Whoever purchased it, they can just figure it out. Seriously, it's not even that serious. Okay. But then when he calls you to the last chapters, and he will send you back to the first to also correct those with the spirit of excellence. But it doesn't seem like he's calling you to do that within the book right now. But instead, all of a sudden, he's now convicting you to get to work on time because you're a person, you're always late for work, always. And there's always an excuse. It's traffic, it's the kids, it's this, is that, and the third. Right, okay. So now he's convicting you to discipline yourself. Get up an hour earlier, right? Even if you get to work 30 minutes early, just stay in the parking lot. Like he's gonna train you through other things. And and this is why you can't really lock in so much on, well, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't, no, you just gotta be obedient to what he's telling you. If he's telling you, when you go in Walmart, put those people buggy back. And you may feel like everybody else is, please, just do it. Because I promise you, sometimes God is not going to tell you. Just do it, right? He's training you. And so through that training, he's teaching you and he's refining you and he's developing the spirit of excellence. And before you know it, honey, you passed your test. So you have been going to work and you got there on time for 3 months. First, like seriously, celebrate yourself. Like truly, like I'm big on celebrating small wins, honey. I passed a patience test yesterday. Honey, I celebrate for about 4 hours. Celebrate yourself. Literally, celebrate small wins. So now when you go back to finish that book, because that spirit of excellence has been developed, right? Doesn't mean you're perfect, if you will. But now it's going to trigger you to see one word off. It's going to trigger you when you realize that you didn't flow in the spirit here. Something is going to trigger you when you go back and you read the first 2 chapters. It can be the same narrative, but something. And if you got to go back and write 3 and 4 times, you're going to do it because it's going to disturb you. So he's developed that spirit of excellence for you. So guys, if any of you guys have put certain things down long ago, and you know God gave you an idea, a conviction for it to start it. Again, it may have not even, maybe it wasn't even fruitful at that time. If there's a conviction for you to pick it back up, it's going to be very, very, very fruitful now. Or he's calling you to refine it, to learn it more, to study it more. Many of us, the reasons why we're being shut down from doing certain activities is because we're back in school. Literally, we are back in school to learn and refine the very things that we walked away from that were truly God-ordained ideas, but it just wasn't the season for it. We had the right idea. We were on point, but it wasn't the time for it. So we have to be fluid enough to understand that the directions may change. Yes, you're on point. You're right. I told you to do this. I told you to start this. But it's not going to be the person you think I'm going to use. It's not going to be the state you thought I'm telling you to move. It is, right? It is. But I'm going to give you a strategic way. Because maybe the enemy have discovered the first route because you spoke on it. Right? Or this, that, and third. So I'm going to now give you a different route on how to market it. A different route on this particular person instead of that particular person. Just be fluid enough and open enough to receive different directions if that's what he's doing for it. But he is calling us right now in this season to if he's calling you to refine something, and I mean, the conviction is so firm. It must be used at the next level. It's going to shift you into the next level. Either okay, so if he's calling you to refine it, somebody's going to see it. right? And it ain't gonna be somebody who you think you're probably trying to market things around your neighborhood, honey. Most times it don't work like that. That be us, for real. This is why people can have businesses that truly it's a God-given idea, honey, and they can't get no support. They're walking around the neighborhood, beating on doors, giving out free this. People won't show up. That's not your audience. I had to learn that. Everyone is not your audience. So this is why if he says, move here, please go, right? He knows where your audience is. But if he's calling you to refine something and he's pressing you, then someone's going to see that thing. And this is how you're going to shift into next season. And or when you get to next season, it's going to be part of a bigger vision. Meaning people on larger scales are going to need it. So it had to be, because see, the higher you go is different levels of honey, oh my God, I'm learning so much, guys, right now. Like truly, we're in school right now. One thing I'm learning more and more is the importance of spirit of excellence. Like we hear the word or we hear the phrase, we hear the cliche, spirit of excellence, but now in training, I'm learning that spirit you don't have to be perfect, but honey, you got to be close. Like he just won't let you rest. Like if something's not right, he will make you start it over. Oh my goodness. Listen, the struggle is real, right? People be thinking like certain things be easy because people make things look easy. Honey, people don't know. They don't know the fire, the work, the discipline. The pressure. They don't understand. Child, that pressure will crack your back like a lobster, right? But there's grace. There's grace. Stay the course, guys. Please. Many chosen people right now, if they're obedient and if they're in alignment, it's not for everybody, of course. They are in isolation. They are not distracted. They've removed things and people. And it probably is temporary. Who knows, right? Very temporary could be. They have canceled many plans just to press in. They're fasting. They're working out. They're eating clean. They are limiting what comes into their spirit, let it be through social media or media in general. Many of us are truly tapped in right now. And those of you who truly are, and you're in alignment to what God is requiring of you, you will see, God is giving out tons of information. Not only is he giving out tons of information and revelation about certain things you're working on or about the next level, right? He's giving you a glimpse of the next level. He's also removing your scales about many people you had around you last season. And he's showing you these people for who they truly were. Honey, we was blind with some of these people. Right? Just because they spoke they spoke all spiritual. And those people was only speaking what they think we wanted to hear. What we wanted to hear. The whole time they playing the game. But they lost. We won. Because they can't come to the next shift with us. Guys, stay the course. Get disciplined. Put the work in, guys. Put the work in. Right? Put the work in. This is why it's so annoying when you have people who hate on the chosen one. They figure like our life is so easy or that God has favors. Honey, if you only knew. I don't care. Chosen people have this thing where we make our life look like it's easy. Or like people like gravitate towards us. Honey, if these people know what we go through, they would leave us alone, honey. Only if they knew. But we're graced for it. We're equipped for it. And it's ours. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.